Alright, so I have absolutely no idea what I am going to draw. I'm just going to kind of work as I go and see what we come up with. Let's see. I don't know. Give it some eyes. I'm thinking a robot. Yep. I just recently watched the movie Wild Robot with my girlfriend. I'm sure some of you have seen it since it's been out for a while, but I actually sat down and watched it for the first time myself. I want to say 3 weekends ago. It's actually really good. I enjoyed it. We were talking about, by we I mean my girlfriend and I were talking about how it is one of those movies that even though it seems like very predictable, you know, as you grow up, you kind of realize the basic story structure, and you're like, all right, I can guess what's going to happen next. But even though you can guess, it was still really cool to see how the story unfolded. Hi. Cat wants to see what I'm doing. Hi, princess. But, okay. But yeah, Wild Robot, great movie. Let's see, so if I were going to do this right. I don't know, maybe these are like coils going around. And then let's get his body in there. How do we want it? He seems very stiff. Make him a little bit more loose. Put him like that. Now, do I want him to be puffed out? This is where studying anatomy more would help me. Well, let's think about it. If we want his general shape to be like this, we want him maybe out. We want him long stride. Yep, long stride like that. Maybe this arm is out like this. So we could make him super cartoony, or we could make him a little more believable. I don't know. Just gonna try and put a general shape to him. Keep my hand moving and not get stuck. Okay. So that needs to be farther back. I was right. my initial instinct. Not more like that. Although that's probably making them way too thick. That's okay. I'm just gonna keep drawing anyway. So we have this on. What happened? Long for what?
Going back and forth?
Oh, for you? No, it didn't take that long at all. Draw one on. We want this right here. That right there. Put one hand.
Everybody wakes up. Broke my phone.
What happened?
Broke the other one I had. I'm like, oh shit.
You drop it?
Yeah. No, yeah, I dropped it.
Dang.
Not worth buying a bigger one right now. Good for me.
Yeah, it happens.
It was a good price though when I got it, but like, if I find a good price, I'll buy another one. Till then,
There you go.
that's no acrylic or any rubber. Even though acrylic used to be the shit back in the day, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, it's just hard plastic. Like, it's just hard plastic, you guys. Why are we doing this?
There's better options. Yep.
So we have better options. Yeah, everybody likes acrylic back then. I think it's dangerous too, huh? But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
For
if
breathing and
you're
stuff.
putting heat to it, it is.
Yeah, yeah, if you like do hot air and everything after so long,
All right, princess. No, that doesn't mean you get to come down. Okay. Right, so I've got the head, this arm, bring that back here. Elbow's about here, so that means that this is actually coming into this face. And this arm, just gonna go over here. Hi, princess. More like this. Here. There. 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 Okay. So. Something like that. And then here. I'm not sure. Let's make this bigger. Should take up that much space. So that down there. That'll go there. That'll go there. This will be more coils. Do the back side. Let's go back and address this neck. Fix these coils. Same thing with this side. Keep it light. A little bit of denting in him. He's not perfect anymore. It's super crumpled in. And Same thing over here. This whole side has been crumpled in like so. You know, he's happy. I like that. And let's get those legs. So we're gonna have this one. Now, something like this. So that this one can be out like this. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. So this needs to be back. It's got super long legs. I don't quite like that, so I'll actually bring those in. Yep, I like that. So even though it's super long, so this one's here, this one's like so. It's about there. Stopping point's about here. Okay, so there's the ball of that foot. There's that. Around. I don't know why, but I just have this on from Family Guy. Friend is James Woods. I know I'm butchering it because I don't actually know the words. It just comes to mind. I get a lot of stuff like that just randomly, pops into my head from shows and things I've seen. That foot is terrible. What is going on with me here? It's like my brain is having a seizure. I just said, no, I don't know how to draw feet anymore. You're on your own. Bye-bye. Go up there, Will. Whatever. Focusing on that too much. Okay, so if we have our elbows here, our knees here. I'm not sure what it's actually made out of, but obviously there's got to be some sort of joint here for both of these parts, because it can't. It's not. Well, not to say that it can't, but it's not a human, so everything isn't encased. It's separate pieces that are put together. And we'll get to that in a second, but first, let's get that in there. It's looking a little better. Let's see. It's looking okay. I'm thinking this arm needs to be more up. There we go. Like that. It's almost got a C-3PO vibe to him. Trying to think how this leg is actually connected. Because you know, it's a machine, that means that there's like a ball right here, or at least this is where the connective nerves are. So when I think about it, you have this joint, then somehow this has to be in here, but the casing can't be, the casing can't hit the hip, so it's got to be back enough, right? You know, leg, here's another one, here's a casing for this, into another one here. So if this is casing and this is casing, then this is where the joints actually are. So this is a joint as well, and this is casing. So one thing that I always forget, I go to make the shape and I forget that this is going to be actually more closed in, like this. So this would actually be like this, because the pelvic joint is not, or the pelvic bone, excuse me, is not a square. Should start drawing it like this instead of like this. Maybe it'll help me reinforce the fact. This can be like this. I don't know. I know I need to go back and study anatomy more. But anyway. So you figure our basic hand shapes. So this hand is up like this. Oh, be this hand. So we have this plane, and the thumb that we're going to see. Oh, would you? I don't think so. I think that's going to be... So, that's the palm of the hand. You have these knuckles here. First knuckles. The second are going to be like tight, because then it's wrapped around. And then the thumb is over, like so. I actually really like the way that looks. And we can do the same thing here. This is like this. And it probably needs to be a little bit stronger. It's okay. It probably needs to be thicker, not stronger. Wrong word. Okay. So but I think that might need to be rotated down. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's too much. Because of foreshortening and everything, this is more what we're looking at. Because then the rest of the arm be like so. So now that we know that, we can put that into here. Just lightly do this. 3, 2, 3. This joint over here. See, if I was better at this, I might not need to do all this, but that is okay. Because we'll get there. We'll find it. Okay. Now for the casing on the body. I think I want to... We obviously have to mimic what happened up here with the head. It's kind of beat up. worn down. So maybe he has a screen on him. Yeah. Same thing, I should have done this before. But obviously, well, not obviously. Maybe it's not obvious. We'll give him like a top casing, like so. Then we can bring this arm in. Don't like the way it looks, but it's okay. And this arm will go in. This one over here. That'd be a plane. Always lovely. Then we kind of do the same thing over here. This should go in like so. Yeah. This one should go out. I don't know. Something like this. Right? And we do the same thing over here. This one is actually going to be more like this because the connective fiber tissue is around like this, connecting to this one. And this one's got quite a lot of foreshortening, so let's see if I can achieve that by showing those wrapping lines. You can also disguise this as with wrapping lines too. So we get something like this. This is all connective tissue, so I'll just darken that now. Not really a fan of what happened in here, but can't really change that now. So we were on the body. That's good. Something like that. It's got dents and scratches on them. Let's give him a happy face. So he had a happy face at one point, but his screen is going to be busted, missing a part. It's got cracks in it. So it's gonna be like so. Someone's missing. Maybe we'll have like his inner circuitry going through here, along with a lot of dark. I don't know, something like that. So I notice when I'm drawing, I tend to try and like really get in there, and draw every little detail. But then I find that that's when my hand starts to cramp, and it's like, oh, it's a good reminder that I'm sketching and I can be a little bit more loose with things. It doesn't have to be perfect. The point is to get the idea across. And just, explore more than be a perfectionist. Same thing over here. It's got some hard dents going on. I have made his arms a bit too perfect, though, I'm realizing. It's okay, though. You can have giving him, I don't know whether it's supposed to be a logo or an antenna, but for now we'll just leave it at that. 6 eyes. Even though he's able to scan in the dark, maybe he has a light for helping other people that don't have night vision be able to see. Then obviously he's got to be able to cool his processing unit, so he needs some vents. This one. There. I don't know, something like that. Ooh, that's terrible. Oh, these things happen. Okay, this will be actually over this. There's a little talk box. I think maybe that moves up and down as he's saying stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess this is kind of where I'm just gonna stop this, because I could do more with it. Yeah, obviously, could show more detail about, what things are what. But in all honesty, I kind of like the idea of this already, and I feel like this is something that I would take from this stage, since like I already have all the main details that I need, and I would probably go ahead and take a picture and work this in the computer. So I don't know if you guys want to see me actually take this farther than just the sketch that it is now. Let me know, and I can continue this. But right now it's just like I said, I didn't know what I was planning on doing when I got started, but create myself a little robot. Just trudging along. Yeah. Thanks, guys.